Well, it's been a while, but guess what? A Dog's Talk Season 2 is finally here. Let's have some fun. Hello everyone, my name is Tim Burgess and welcome to this podcast where we talk about things that are going on in the world and we have a discussion about them. Some of these topics are problems that we will come up with some possible solutions for. Welcome to A Dog's Talk. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of A Dog's Talk. Once again, it's been a while. I'm your host, Tim Burgess. It's been a few months. I think 3 since I released a new last episode. So we're starting up season 2. We're gonna get back into the grind. It's summertime. So during the show, for this entire summer, we're going to be having some summer themes come up in the show. What else? Just a lot of fun things. Hopefully they're fun. Still trying to fine tune this season, but I have a lot of it planned out already. So this episode is going to be a lot of me kind of just talking, which is what you're probably listening to me, or the reason why you're listening to me is because, you want me to talk to you. So that's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for joining me today on this show. It's season 2, episode 1 of A Dog's Talk. So let's get right into it. So a few updates, just kind of before we get into, some of the nitty gritty, good stuff. I mentioned that I was working on a project to begin another podcast, and so that's still in the progress of being worked on. Like I said before, it's going to be more of like a scripted type of show, so that's going to be really annoying for me because I'm going to have to do a lot of takes, whereas like with this show, I just kind of just go off what my brain is telling me to say. Which sometimes doesn't make sense. But we're learning. We learn. So Society's Dilemma, that's the name of it. That's the name of the show. It's not available on any platform right now, so you can't like pre-save it or anything. I wish you could. But I do have a potential date for when that show is going to be, or the first episode of that show is going to be released. As of right now, in my notes, the first episode of Society's Dilemma is going to be Friday, June 3rd. It's the 24th. It's May 24th right now. And I don't have a script for that show yet or a subject. So we'll see how that goes. I know I'm going to need a few days to record that because it's going to be, like I said, more scripted and I'm going to need a lot of takes. And more time for editing. So, so potentially, Friday, June 3rd is when that's going to be released. Hopefully that is, I'm going to stick to that. Hopefully I'm going to try my hardest to stick to that. But, next week, which will be next Tuesday. Oh, before I go any further, if I cough, I'm sorry. I have allergies, bad allergies. So Thursday, May 31st will be the next episode of A Dog's Talk. And so I'll have a final decision on if it's going to be June 3rd or not. I might have to push it back. Sorry, I just yawned. I might have to push it back, another week. But they'll be released on Fridays. That's my plan. I liked that idea. So not every Friday. I think it's going to be 2 a month on Friday. So I'll have those dates out soon. But let's continue because society's dilemma is not important right now because you are here to listen to my show, which is all about me. But anyway, so speaking of all about me, we're going to go on to kind of some what I've been up to the past month. So I just came home from my 4th semester of college. I'm an old man now. I'm now going into my junior year of college. It went well. I would say that sophomore year was kind of a little more difficult, obviously, than freshman year, but like, I had, instead of like me having to worry about like figuring out things, I've already figured out those, like when to do laundry and stuff like that. I've already figured out those things, and it was more of, the work getting packed on, more responsibilities, just kind of like all that. I'm still learning some good time management skills. And so, going through this past 2 semesters, these last 2 semesters, it was difficult, but, we succeeded. And so, yeah, so college was good. Summer plans, going to be working my normal day job because this job does not pay me enough. This is my hobby. I'll be working tirelessly to bring you all new episodes on a timely manner. And so that will be one thing I'm going to be doing this summer. I'm going to be working my other job, a lot this summer. I work 40 hours a week. I cannot stop yawning. I apologize if I just made anyone else yawn. I had work today, so that's probably why I'm yawning so much. But yeah, so work on my actual job, work on the podcast, and then I'm just going to be chilling with the time remaining. I'm just going to be chilling with some friends from college and things like that. And so, yeah. So updates on the show. So I originally said, like, kind of, I wanted like this season to be better than the last season, and I still want it to be better than the last season. But I have been away from the microphone for a few months, so I kind of got to get back into the swing of things and kind of get used to the microphone again. But I feel like the talking and like the nervousness of hearing my own voice and stuff like that has kind of gone away with 9 now 10 shows or 10 episodes being released. And so, I feel like that and the editing will be much better this season. So since we've been gone, I have received on the entire show, 330 listens, which is very good. I'm so happy to have reached that number. I want to reach more this season. I want to reach over 1,000, and I just want to keep growing. So, but to everyone I know I keep saying it, but to everyone that has listened in the past and is going to continue to listen to my show, thank you so much. And to all the new listeners, welcome and thank you. But yeah, I'm extremely happy to be at 330 listens. I started this podcast, I think a year ago now. I think last summer was the first time I did it. So it's been a year since then. Yeah, I would like to have gotten like over 1,000 listens, but 330 is very, very good because I don't know if I mentioned, but I did do the I tried out the whole YouTube thing one time, and the amount of views I got from that was minimal. Like I got maybe 4 views. So this is turning out to be much better for me. And I like doing podcasting, and 330 listens is something to be very proud of, and I'm very happy to have that. And yeah, like I said, I want to keep growing, and get a bigger audience. So thank you all so much I can't speak. Thank you all so much for listening. And let's keep going. Let's get over 1,000. And yeah. Hopefully that this season will bring in more viewers. No, viewers is not the right word. Listeners. Hopefully this season will be better for listeners, all that. I mentioned that I wanted to have all the episodes video recorded, and then I was going to post them like some of the professional podcasts, and then post them on YouTube. This episode is not going to be one of those episodes. Some will be, some won't be. I'm going to experiment with that this season, and then if it goes well, then season 3 will all be video recorded. But I can tell you from the episode I experimented with last time, in season 1, it didn't go well for like kind of matching the audio of the microphone to, that was gross. So matching the audio to the microphone, or from the microphone to the video. So I'm going to have to look at some different ways I can do that, with the technology I have. I'm sure there is ways, and I'm thinking of it right now, and I can't believe I didn't think of it before, but, I'll try. Wait, would that work? Maybe. I don't know. I'll try different things, and we'll try and make it work. But yeah, so this episode won't be one of those episodes that's video recorded, but I'll work towards that. What else for the show? Except for me, sounding all snotty and stuff. I don't know. I think that's it for updates on the show. So one new thing that I am going to try and do, and it's kind of with the show, it's kind of not with the show. It's kind of a new hobby that I want to try out, but it has to do with, media. Did that come out right? Media. Yeah, whatever. So I'm going to try out blogging, making blog posts. And instead of me making a new website for, oh my God, holy cow. I think it's just because I'm talking so much, but whatever. So instead of me making a whole new website for blogging and having to pay for a whole new website and stuff, I'm going to kind of merge this new interest that I have into the show. So what I mean by that, I have a website. A Dog's Talk has a website. It's crappy right now, but it's a website. I believe it's in my Instagram bio, or the show's Instagram bio. So go check it out. But if you want to read some of those blog posts I make, they're going to be on specific topics. Like, I'm going to research a specific topic and then write about it, which is, I guess, what a blog post is. Again. Ugh. God. Good thing I have a break coming up so I can fix that. But anyway, I'm going to write my blog posts. I've already created a new section for blog posts on my website. There's nothing there right now, as I'm recording this episode, but there will be. There will be soon. Some blog posts might have something to do with what I talk about on the show, and some won't. Some will just be totally off the record, away from the show. And so, yeah. So if you're interested in reading those, check out a Dog's Talk. Hold on. This is so bad. I don't even know the name of my own. Are you kidding me? I don't even know the name of my own website. Weebly. Yes, I still have a Weebly thing. Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. So never mind, I do. So it's a Dog's Talk podcast, all one word, .weebly.com. A Dog's Talk podcast.weebly.com. That's where you can find the blog posts. I'm looking at it right now. There's a little section for blog posts, or it just says blog. And when you click on it, it says, "Welcome to a Dog's Talk blog." Okay, reading that out loud. I didn't read that out loud before, but that's kind of a little bit of a tongue twister, so I might have to change the wording a little bit. And I might not even call it that. But that's what it says right now. It's got a picture of someone's finger on a phone. And this is author. And there's just a big blank screen because I haven't added one single thing to it. But I will at some point when I have the time. Oh, shoot. I didn't add anything to my media page. Tim, this is not the time to be looking at it. And also, what is going on? All right, we're going to do a little update on the website as I'm looking at it right now, as of recording this episode. So the homepage works. The homepage is nice. It looks cool. You press episodes. It's supposed to bring you to the Spreaker page, where my podcast is, and you can view all the episodes, but it's not doing that, so I'm going to have to fix that. So the website's just not working. When you press media, I was supposed to do something. Okay, what? I was supposed to write a new post for this episode, and I didn't. So I'll do that after, I guess, I think. Or maybe not. And then there's the blog tab, and there's nothing there. Okay, cool. I'm glad I looked at that now as I was recording this episode. So productive. But anyway, a blog. I'll be starting a blog, and it'll be there if you're interested in reading it. And I might post something about it on the Instagram too. Which reminds me, if you don't follow the Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, my personal Twitter, go ahead and do that so you can stay up to date. Oh, and the fan page, the Facebook fan page. Make sure you look up A Dog's Talk. I think that's a podcast too. If you look up Dog's Talk with Tim Burgess, you'll find it. But it's a page. Make sure you follow that too. So you can get all the updates on the show and everything about the show. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to go fix the yawning and then get some water, and I'll be right back. And we're back. So I think I fixed the yawning. We'll see in about a few seconds. And yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed that little break. What was it that I was thinking when I was on the break? What was it? There was something very important that I had to say that I forgot to say before. But of course I forget it right as I am trying to say it. And so I'm sure it will come to me. If not, that's fine. That's just another reason why you should follow like my Twitter and the Instagram, all that. So if I think of it, I might post it if it's that important. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. On the website, I meant to, and I think I have it in like a draft type of form, so it's not like on the website, but it's like saved to my account where I make the website. So it's saved on Weebly. I just haven't published it yet. It's a contact. It's a contact. What is it? A contact form, I guess. But at the same time, you can look up the show's email on Spreaker. You can't do that on Apple Music or Spotify or wherever else you're listening to. Oh, shit. Sorry for my language. So I didn't fix the yawning problem, and I'm sorry for those of you that find that boring, who are listening to the episode. But hey, you know what? At least it brings more emotion to the show, right? It brings more emotion to the show, which is awesome because that's what we need. We need more emotion. We need to not just be like a robot talking in front of a microphone. So, boom, there you go. Made you all yawn. That means you're engaged in the show, and that you're listening. Awesome. So anyway, I'm not going to cut any of that out because that's actually wicked funny that that keeps happening. At some point it's going to get annoying. Like it's going to happen right about now in a second. I promise, hopefully, that on the next episode that won't happen like as much as it's happening right now. But, you know, we're going to roll with it because it's episode 1 of season 2, so why not? So there's going to be a contact page at some point where you can contact me Not me personally, but it'll go to the show, which is me personally. Anyway, it'll go to me. I'll get it. So if you have something like, oh, Tim, you should review this item. Oh, Tim, you should watch this movie and review it. Something like that. Or you just want to do a shout out or something to my millions and millions of listeners. Just let me know. That will be that form will be available for you to do that on. I don't know when it's going to go up because I'm probably going to forget to do it right as I'm done with this episode. But, whatever. So we're going to move into a kind of an experiment that I am going to do. So as of right now, this is what I want to do. The stock market's boring. The stock market sucks right now. But we're going to do an experiment. So I use this little handy dandy tool called Robinhood. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by anybody. But that's what I use for some of my investing. And it's going to be good for this experiment. So what I've done is when the stock market was open, I invested $1. That $1 went into said stock. And we're going to do an experiment. And in 1 or 2 weeks, so probably not next week, but the week after, we're going to see how much that stock made. I'm not going to say what the stock was, but I did some research on said stock, or said company that I bought my $1 stock off. Or it wasn't a full share. Okay. I just put $1 into a company. Okay. So, I did some research on it. I looked at the, total gains, like the percentage that's changing, on a day-to-day basis. And I chose this company, which is going to remain nameless for research purposes. And so I invested $1 into them. And that was during the hours of the stock market being open. So in about a week or two, we're gonna come back and look at it and then take it out if it's good enough. As of right now, it's not performing the best. It's literally it's at 94 cents, so it went down. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. So we'll see how it ends up by the end, or by the time I mention it again, which will probably be episode 3, season 3. I almost said season 3. It'll be episode 3. So that's gonna be a little experiment for us to see what happens. Hopefully it goes up, but I have doubts. I think it's gonna go down. I think we're gonna lose that $1, because the stock market sucks right now. But that's gonna make it fun. We're gonna make it fun by me losing $1 and you guys listening about it. And so yeah, so we'll come back to that. If we don't, then someone remind me, please. But we'll come back to it. Next thing, TikTok. Actually, wait, before we go to TikTok, I want to say, back to that contact form. If you have any ideas, if you're good at stocks and you're good at watching the stock market and you have a prediction on a stock that might be good, to invest $1 in to do another experiment, let me know. Let me know in that, or like the email, or any way you can find to contact the show. Probably the best way is through that contact form on the website. But let me know. And I might look into it and invest $1 into it. So we'll see. But anyway, there. So we're gonna move on. I'm a little upset. And it's for a specific reason. So I logged on to the A Dog's Talk podcast TikTok account, and I was delighted to be, Yeah. I was delighted to be greeted by, I'm going to go onto it right now. That's why I'm stopping. But I was delighted to be greeted by a little marker that was in one of my posts, in the corner of one of my posts. Um, it has a mute sign. And I know what that means because, it's not my first time being on TikTok. So I know what that means. That means that the sound has been removed. And I'm looking at it right now. And so the video was actually a throwback of my dog trying to eat stuff out of a humidifier, the steam out of a humidifier. And I'm not sure the sound name, and I'm not going to name it either, but it's one of the sad ones. I could name it, but I don't think it tells me because it took it off. Let me see. Oh no, it does. So it's called Cornfield Chase. Here, let me play it a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud in the microphone, but if you're familiar with TikTok, this is a very famous sound. And so I'm going to play a little bit of it. Maybe. Oh wait, I turned my phone volume down. Come on. So that's it. And so that's what it's called. So before I get copyrighted on this, so that's what it's for. I got copyrighted, and I just want to talk about that. So it's called Cornfield Chase, and it says piano. So it doesn't give like the name of it, like anything. Like, actually, because now I don't want to get in trouble for posting it on this. But just so everyone knows, and you know what? It's just so I don't get in trouble for posting it. You know what? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it in the description of the podcast. I'm going to mention it so I don't get shoot. So this is actually upsetting because now I'm not going to get copyrighted because I'm going to mention it. But so that's the name of it, Cornfield Chase. It just says piano. I'm going to find out the name of the person who wrote it or whatever. But that was a little snippet of it. But background story. So I got onto my account and saw that, and I'm like, oh boy, what's the problem now? And it turns out that I was copyrighted for using that sound. But, I wonder if everyone, I'm going to, okay. The one I used is called, is it from Interstellar? Oh, so it's from Interstellar. But the one I used is the one that has 2.7 million uses, I guess, on TikTok. So it's called Cornfield Chase. For all the people that think it's going to be copyrighted, here is the proof that it's not. I'm giving them proof. Or I'm giving them whatever. I'm shouting them out, okay? Cornfield Chase. And this says by Darian Marco. And so, yeah. I don't know if that's who released it. I don't know. Okay. But, Dorian Marco. That's what it says here. Okay, that's so unfair. Because I use this sound. So as I'm looking at it, so I use this sound, right? And I get copyrighted for it. So somebody decided to, whoever saw it, decided to report it as something. I think that's how it worked, is they reported it as being copyrighted. And I don't think it was this Dorian guy or whatever. Because it's, and this is the thing I don't get, okay, about TikTok, is that you can use, the sounds are out on, they have a sound option. If you're trying to post a video, you can choose a sound. And if you choose a sound, it automatically puts that sound over like the name and like who it's by and stuff, and it even links it to the person on the bottom. So how can that be copyrighted? That's what I don't get. And so because you give them why am I losing that word? Not proof. Not proof. I don't know why I can't think of that word. But sorry, there it is. You're giving them credit. So and you're using the sound, and it's been downloaded already onto TikTok. And so this just made me mad, and this makes me more mad because I looked up the sound that I used, and literally nobody else, at least the top people, got this copyright, the sound removed, and this copyright claim. And so this is what TikTok said under, because I'm the only one that can see like why. It says copyright claim. We take copyright complaints very seriously and may take additional action if necessary. First off, no, you won't. I'm not challenging TikTok. That's not what I'm doing. But the amount of times I've seen people get their sound taken off is just ridiculous. And especially like if it's their own sound, if they get a copyright for TikTok, it says original sound. If it's you talking, it's like your audio, and if that gets taken down and for like a copyright reason, which I don't think it does, but if it does, that makes absolutely no sense. So I'm just gonna take some water real quick. Hold on, because I'm raging right now, and so this made me go into like look into TikTok, and I'm gonna look at it again. Is it under community guidelines? I'm thinking yes. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry for that disgusting noise. Yeah. So copyright is a legal right that protects original works of authorship, and original expression of an idea. Although it does not protect underlying ideas or facts. Okay. So I don't get how my use of that sound over a video, when it was like giving the person credit, was copyright. So even if someone did report it for copyright, why did TikTok feel the need to take it down? Now this is what I don't get. This is what I don't know, and I have to do more research into it. Is it an algorithm that takes it out, or is it an actual person that reviews it and takes the sound off? And if it's an actual person that reviews it and then takes the sound away, what was that person thinking in this like type of, in this situation? Because like I just don't get with their even their own community guidelines. It says nothing like. So I actually haven't read into this more. What? So what I'm reading is I should not be doing this while I'm recording, but so this is TikTok's thing about like copyright and trademark infringement. So copyright so I already read that. Content that infringes someone else's intellectual property rights is prohibited on our platform and will be removed if we become aware of it. The use of copyrighted work under certain circumstances, such as fair use doctrine and other applicable laws, or the use of trademark to reference lawfully comment, criticize, parody, make a fan page, or review a product or service may not be considered a violation of our policies. So what are your policies? What is the policy? Where is the policy on it? So like I said, I'm sorry. Copyright policy, that's it right there. So actually I didn't read too far into this. I'm going to stop looking at it because it's distracting me from talking. So it just makes me upset because, like, how did I copyright this person's sound? The sound I played to you, which is Cornfield Chase by Dorian Marco. Um, how did I copyright it? Because I gave credit, and that credit was TikTok automatically gives the credit for them. The sound has been used over I think I saw 2.7 million times, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that used the sound that I'm sure I'm not the only one that used the sound that sound was taken off. But why isn't that sound removed if there's a problem with it? Because there's not a copyright issue, because the credit was given and it was used lawfully. So I don't get what TikTok's thinking. If it's an algorithm, then I get it. The algorithm doesn't know. But if it's a person that reviewed that claim, because someone had to report that, and actually I didn't get that. I don't think I got that many views on that one. But let's see. So 263. That's enough for one person to hit the report button. So I don't know if it was a algorithm, which is what I'm thinking it was, or if it was an actual person that reviewed it and took the sound off manually. But it just doesn't make sense. And then to also, if there was a person that did, what? Okay. If there was a person that did like report it for the copyright issue, why? Why? It wasn't copyrighted. It was just a nice video, and it was actually a remembrance for my dog that died. So, that was really immature of whoever did that, and also doesn't make sense. But also they won in that. They won in that instance because the sound got taken away. So now it's just no sound, and I can't. It's not like I can even bring the original sound back for the video, because I can't put any new sound. It's been posted. I can do a different song, but that doesn't make sense. I tried to put the original sound back on, but it just didn't work. So, yeah. So that made me upset. It still makes me upset. And I'm just confused, I guess, on why it happened. But anyway, we're gonna move on, and I'm just gonna. So before our next break is coming up. I'm going to say something else, a kind of good thing about TikTok, and it's about the account, A Dog's Talk /podcast. I'm going to start doing product reviews. I would like to start doing product reviews on the podcast too, but I need products to do that. So I've been trying to get people to send me products, but I'm not that famous, so that doesn't work out. But on TikTok, I have a feeling that if people saw the account, then they would come listen to the show. And so I'm going to start doing, and people love product reviews, so I'm going to start doing unboxings and product reviews over on the TikTok account. So if you're interested in watching me do that, go ahead and go follow that over there, because I'll be doing that soon. I just need to find products to review and unbox, and I'll be doing that too. And so so make sure, if you want to watch me do that, go over, follow it. I'll be doing that for all of season 2, and probably when I go back to school. And so we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hello. Welcome back. We got some good topics coming up. As of right now, to be honest, I thought this podcast was longer right now. I thought we were up to 50 minutes, but guess what? We have time to do my next 2 kind of long topics, but I'm going to kind of jam them in the next 10, 20 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, probably not 20. But the first one is so much fun, and I'm going to try and make it fun for people that don't want to listen to this, but we're going to talk about gas prices. And before, wait, hold on. Before you go ahead, pause, turn me off. We're not gonna just talk about, oh my god, yeah, so the gas prices are $4 now. No. We're gonna do a little research, kind of compare, um, just some data that is interesting to me when I found this little website, which is the website is the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and this is on petroleum and other liquids, and it gives you data. It's a chart on like annual gas prices, and I found this interesting. So when I go to the tank to fill up my gas tanks, my God, when I go to the pump to fill up my gas tanks, I used to get it way back when I was in high school. I used to be able to fill up a tank, and it would cost $20. And obviously, no, yes, I know, we are all tired of hearing about gas prices, and we all know that they're so high. We're all upset. Yes, but guess what? Didn't have my time to talk about it because I was at school. So bear with me. But we're not gonna. It's not gonna be that long. I'm just gonna talk about like kind of just some interesting things. So in 2016, regular gas was like the regular setting was, where is it? Right there. $2.14. That was kind of the average of like the price, and then it went up a little bit in 2017 to $2.41. And then 2018 it went up again to an average of $2.71. Then it went down in 2019 to $2.60, and then it went way down in 2020. The average was $2.16. So that's all great and all like awesome, dandy, all that stuff. But we get to 2021, and now the average is $3, like just $3. But obviously, there's no average for 2022 yet. So we're gonna look at the monthly. So back when I was recording in November and December when I was home for Christmas, what I do 3 episodes. The gas price for regular kind of jumped up to $3.39. That was the average that month. Excuse me. And so, yeah, that's high. That was higher than we've seen it before. Then we get to December of 2021, and we see prices of regular gas at $3.30. So that was a little down. January was $3.31. And then we get to February, where we've been having some issues kind of with getting gas, and so a pipeline burst. And so then we see gases kind of go up to $3.51. And then we get to March, which we see a humongous increase in gas to $4.22. I filled up my gas tank today. The price of gas that I put in my car was, at the time, the regular was $4.65, I think. That is a lot of money. I spent a buttload of money filling up my tank today. And, my reaction's the same as when it first started going up. What the heck? Like, this shouldn't be happening. Why can't it just stay at $2? I miss when it was at $2. Why is this happening? And so, that kind of like sparked I know everyone's upset and bored about hearing about that topic, but I just thought I would bring some data into it, some science into it, and kind of just talk about that a little bit. I'm going to be done talking about it because it's boring. I don't really care. Well, hold on, time out. I do care about the gas prices, but I would get very bored of the podcaster that's talking about it. And And so I'm going to stop talking about it. We're going to talk about something a little more serious, which is something also I haven't, my quick reaction on the Russian-Ukraine war, which I didn't have the chance to talk about yet because I haven't been able to make a new podcast while it's been going on. Shouldn't be happening, this war. I had serious thoughts about, not going into the military, but, about the people that I know that went into the military after high school, and about people that are I got a friend that goes to West Point, so he'll be in the military, and I'm hoping that this war doesn't escalate into the people that I know having to go off and fight in this dumb unnecessary war, and so that's my reaction, is just like, this shouldn't be happening. Nothing like this should be happening. There should be peace in the world. There should always be peace in the world. But unfortunately, with different societies and things like that, there'll always be clash. There'll always be, upset, a hunger for more power, a hunger for more land, and, and I guess not a need for fear, but like, an urge by powerful countries for fear. And I'm so glad the U.S. isn't like that, except for the fact that it is. We don't like, we were just in a big war with, in the Middle East, but, we don't go into countries trying to invade them, trying to get, take their land over and stuff like that. So, we're a superpower like Russia. Russia's a superpower like us. But, they are having a little bit of a different, approach to how they view war and stuff. So I think that, it's such an unnecessary war, shouldn't be happening. I have data on it, and this is just from a general Google search that you can do. You can look up the Russia-Ukraine war. An estimated 9 hours, this is updated 9 hours ago, and estimated losses are deaths. I think this is from both sides, from Russia. I think it's just a total amount. There's been at least 46,000 people dead. And I don't know if this is just like soldiers or every, like, including civilians. I don't know. But this says at least 46,000 dead. Shoot. Oh, non-fatal injuries are approximately 13,000. People missing are at least 400. Displaced, I'm not sure what that is. Like, people displaced, equipment displaced, I don't know. At least 14 million. And then buildings destroyed, at least 22.1K. And then this is interesting. This one I found, this little statistic was property damage was approximately, as of right now, $600 billion of property damage. So yeah, it's just an unnecessary war. The poor people of Ukraine, my heart goes out to them, and it's just really sad to see them. This shouldn't be happening to them. And there's such a peaceful country before. They were succeeding. They were succeeding in what they were trying to do in their independence, and and kudos to them, because they're holding up against the Russians, and it's a really sad time, and it shouldn't be happening. But the Ukrainian people are fighting back very strongly. So that's my view on it. And so as that wraps up this episode, I know I need to start getting some more fun topics. It's just hard to find fun topics right now with such sadness happening around the world, really. That's kind of what I want to bring you, is world, not only in the US but around the world. Even though you hear about that on your normal, like, news station, this isn't just, I'm trying not to make this just another news like podcast or news like channel or whatever. I'm trying to make it a little more fun topics, and just fun in general. But obviously that needs to be worked on more. So I'm going to do a little more planning. Episode 2 will be out on the 31st, which is next Tuesday. They're going to be out every Tuesday for the summer. And then I might take a break for one Tuesday coming up. I'll let everyone know. I'll let you know on that, like the podcast before that week. So like I'm doing right now, the 31st will be the next podcast. Don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I'm going to come up with that this week. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed listening to this podcast. Please remember to, if you haven't already, check out all the other podcasts, and just kind of see how I've learned on things and kind of just like the other topics that we've talked about. Welcome to season 2 once again. Hopefully you had fun listening to my voice. And I definitely had fun making this episode. I'm happy to be back in front of the microphone. I hope you're happy to be back listening to me. This was a break for you too. And so that being said, have a great week, everyone. Make sure you stay safe out there, and make sure you check out all my social medias. I will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.